Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome to your week of June 21st, 2021 tarot reading. I'm about to hit you up with a general vibe card here, and then we're going to do a 4-card spread, past, present, future, and an outcome. Hopefully everything's going good for you, Aquarius. Remember, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Remember, if you got to force a fart, it's probably poop. So, we got a pop out for you here already, Aquarius, so... just remember, don't try to force these things to go the way you want them to. So here we got you the Seahorse Spirit, and the Seahorse Spirit is saying watch and wait. So this week you should be very mindful. You should kind of have that watch and wait energy, kind of just see how things go. Kind of take your hands off the wheel this week, maybe take a little more passive role, and just kind of observe what happens. Kind of just see how things play out when you're not being quite so active. Or just see how things play out when, maybe you need to be a little more radio silent this week. See how people behave, right? Maybe people are a little less engaging with you if you're not the one wanting to engage with them, right? Oh, excuse me. But we will get to your spread just in a second here. But you can always leave a comment down below, Aquarius, where you have Aquarius in your chart. And you can also, of course, always come back to this video later and let me know if this resonated with you or not through the week or what have you. So that's always good stuff too. So we shall see. Oh, we got a pop out for you already, Aquarius. So let's see what we got for you here. Your pop out in your past is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is all about getting somewhere in a way you didn't think you did. You didn't think you would, right? This guy here is looking down at these three cups all knocked over and spilt, and he's upset because he thought they would take him across the river there to that town in the distance, right? But if he turns around, there's 2 cups behind him, so not all is lost. And there's also a bridge behind him, and he'd see that he can still make it across the river and get to the town. It's just not the way he thought it would. So it seems like you kind of had a moment like that lately, where it's been like, you really thought something was going to work out in your favor. You thought you were going to take you to wherever you wanted to go, and it didn't. But remember, like, not everything's lost, right? You still have like that experience, right? You know what a unsuccessful attempt looks like. So now you have that experience. So not everything was lost. You still have where you were at before, plus some knowledge. So in your present, though, Aquarius, we got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is all about balance. Six of Pentacles is all about being generous. So maybe at this time you're being a little more generous with yourself. Of course, this is with your material and physical world, And when you give with the Six of Pentacles, you have to remember to give people what they need rather than giving them too much or too little. As you can see here, this person is giving 2 Pentacles and 3 Pentacles to 2 different people, and they're giving them just what they need, right? And they're keeping a Pentacle for themselves. And that's to say, don't give to the point that it hurts you, right? So whatever didn't work out here, just because things didn't work out doesn't mean you need to kind of like all of a sudden just give out everything to kind of build up karma or something, right? To kind of build up goodwill. You remember to take care of yourself too, because if you're not taking care of yourself, then who is, right? Especially if something didn't work out in your favor, like you need to always take care of yourself first. I like to say we should take care of home base before we worry about other people's problems, right? Like, if you don't take care of like your own problems and then everything's good, how can you like give good advice or help out others around you if things aren't going good for you too? So that's what we got there. In your future, we got the Ten of Pentacles, all about legacy, leaving your mark. This can be anything from like doing something that legends will be told about you from here until yesteryear or whatever, right? Or it can be a card of, laying down roots and starting up a family, something like that. Like, that's kind of leaving a legacy, like leaving, having children and those kids, going on and the family line continuing on, that kind of an idea. It can also just be your material world is just in a really good place. So I feel like maybe, living balanced and living generous will kind of lead to you being in like a really good place in the future. Not sure how that quite connects here, but we shall see. We shall see as the clarifiers come out. But and for an outcome card, we got Leo popping up with the strength card. Strength is all about, you know, a show of strength rather than like physically taking action like the Chariot would say. So I see here it's going to be more of a like you showing off your strengths. Like, you know, maybe you being generous is going to show, like maybe, I don't know. It could be it's something as simple as like you're out with friends or family or somebody going through like a store or something, and there's someone asking for like donations for like a charity or something. You just willy-nilly, you're like, hey, here, have some money. And people are like, oh, wow, I didn't know you did that kind of stuff. And that might be a show of strength where they're kind of drawn and attracted to that. It could also just be, you know, you're just very strong at this time as well. Like people kind of feel that. And maybe that's, you know, silence is golden sometimes, right? We're saying watch and wait with the seahorse spirit here. And that's kind of, if you've ever heard, I don't know the quote exactly, but it's something along the lines of, it's better to let people think you are a fool than to open your mouth and confirm it. I feel like that's kind of a strength where it's like you kind of, you're watching and waiting this week, and it's kind of, you're just letting other people make the mistakes rather than going in and make them yourself, right? And that's kind of going to be strong, is where people are like, oh, look, Aquarius didn't rush into this and make a mess. They watched and waited, right? They took their time, right? And maybe that's what people are going to be thinking of you for, is like maybe this is like some sort of big something that you might be coming on to this week, and by being more passive and more of a watch and wait, let's see kind of attitude, you might be avoid like a big mess, right? That's not necessarily going to be true, but like that, maybe something like that's going to happen. So we will see here. We'll get you your clarifiers here in just a second. We just got pop out actually. But before we do, Aquarius, if you could leave a like, that helps out the channel a ton. We got another pop out here for you. You can also, and another one. Holy geez, cards are talking to you today, Aquarius. But yeah, as I said, you can leave a like. You can subscribe, hit that bell icon if you haven't already. You can share the video as well. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos too. See what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully everything is going good with your other signs as well. Wow, that was a lot of cards I just tried to get out of here. Jeez Louise. We'll give the deck one last shuffle here, though. There we go. There we go. So, for you, Aquarius, all your pop-outs here. Clarifying the Five of Cups. We got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is card moving on, right? Like I say, with the two cups, you still have two cups, Two of Swords. You still have stuff left over here to move on with. Like the Two of Swords is like, if she would just open her eyes here, take off that blindfold, get off that crummy chair, she would see there's new lands behind her. And that's where you need to go. You need to get to the new land. Not all has been lost here. So maybe before you were a little more rush into something and things kind of blew up for you. And now taking that watch and see approach, like this is watch and wait, and she has a blindfold off. Take the blindfold off, right? So, you know, you need to take that off and see, so you know where you're going, right? So you know what you're, what is it? Let's the saying go. It's, if we don't know what we're looking for, how will we know when we find it? If you're wearing a blindfold, you'll never see what you're waiting for, right? Like, so that's where we're at here. Clarifying the Six of Pentacles, we got the Four of Cups. Four of Cups can be a card of dissatisfaction. It can also be a card of daydreaming. So we're seeing a bit of that here. Maybe you feel like you're kind of dissatisfied with where you're at in your life. Like I say, you thought you were getting to where you want to go one way, and now we're going another. Maybe you thought things would work out better if it went the first way, the way you had originally intended. But we're here now. You got to work with what you got. And with this, the Four of Cups can also be a card of gifts coming in, right? You can see this one cup is being presented to this person. And that's to say, like, you know, gifts can be coming in for you. If you're being generous, like I like to think, I don't necessarily believe in karma and stuff, but I do think that sometimes when you put out goodwill, it will come back and around. Like, it's kind of the idea of like the Wheel of Fortune. With that card, it's like when you put out positive energy, the wheel will turn positive energy back your way. And so that's what I feel like here. It's like if you're being generous and you're putting that out, gifts are going to come back to you. People are going to be generous to you as well. So I like that. Clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, we got the world showing up here, and this is about the end of a cycle. The 10s are about ends of cycles. They're about ends of things. Like you're reaching a pinnacle here with your physical material world, or at least to a part point where you're going to enjoy it a lot. So I feel like it's the end of that sort of questioning about your material world, questioning about your legacy. It seems like that's coming to an end. It feels like you're overcoming that here. So I like that a lot. And lastly, clarifying the strength card, we get the 3 cups. It's a card of celebration. Like I said before, like I feel like your strength's going to be shown off and there's going to be cause for celebration. Like I say, maybe this is going to be you avoiding some sort of mess somehow, but by being cautious and watching and waiting. And maybe like this might be a job promotion for you. Maybe something at work happens and you, instead of something you normally like, let's immediately take action and try to fix this, you're like, no, let's see how this pans out, and then it works out good, and maybe that puts you in line for a promotion down the road, or at least gets those kind of people, or that kind of thing on like your higher up's mind, right? They're going to see your strength, and then maybe a promotion comes in. That's that legacy you're leaving behind, and that's going to be cause for celebration. So I like that a lot. That's really awesome, Aquarius. So that's all I got for you this week. Hopefully that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe, hit that bell icon, personalize it, share the video with other Aquariuses or whoever you feel like it. And you can also check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, see what all might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Aquarius, in the next video.